Good morning, and just for joining us live, we are coming on the air with some breaking news. Wall Street tumbling on the open this morning, stocks plunging more than 1,000 points at one point. That's more than 6%. Fears about the global economy have been spreading quickly, and ABC News Chief Business and Economics Correspondent Rebecca Jarvis, you were concerned about this. You were with us earlier on GMA. Tell us what's happening now.
Robin, what we're seeing right now is stocks are down 800 plus points at this moment. That isn't even the worst that it has been so far today. The Dow pointing lower now at this moment, 771 points. Here's what's happening. First of all, there are fears of a global economic slowdown. And second of all, the Federal Reserve is on the verge of hiking interest rates from 0% for the first time in 6 years. That means the cost of borrowing, everything from your car loans to your mortgage to your credit cards, the cost of those things gets more expensive. What we saw last week, the typical 401k down about $6,000. Now, we want to put all of this into perspective for people, because if you're looking at these numbers, they probably are scary. But the reality here is that the markets have been climbing now for 5 years. The typical 401k, anyone out there with a retirement savings account, that 401k is likely up about 61% over the last 5 years. And in environments like this, we know that historically, the people who sell on bad days like this are the people who unfortunately lose the most. If you take the Great Recession, for example, those who sold in 2009 lost half of their money, but those who stuck it out had that money back and then some within 3 years. And like I said, Robin, those who really stuck it out, they're doing a lot better today than they were. Of course, it's scary. It is not easy to do this.
Easier said than done.
Much easier said than done.
And we kind of had the indication earlier today with what we saw going on overseas in the markets there.
In China, and that's where this has rippled through from. In China overnight, stocks were down 8.5%. That was the worst day in 8 years. If this holds for today in the U.S. markets, what you will see is the worst day in many, many years as well. But again, going back to history, we know that when these things happen, over time they bounce back. For anybody who's close to retirement, and those are going to be the people who are most concerned about this, if you are close to retirement, you have to think about what's sitting on the sidelines. Do you have access to cash that is not in the stock market? Do you have a typical savings account? You want to start using that savings account before you start dipping into your IRA, because you want to give your IRA some time to recover here. So think about that cash. You want to have 3 to 6 months of cash sitting on the sidelines that is not going to be tied up in stocks. That's the most important thing for people. When you hear that word diversified, that's what it means, that you have money, not stocks, but actual savings account money.
It means a big difference. I know you're going to be keeping a close eye all day long, and we'll see you tonight on World News. Thank you, Rebecca Jarvis. We're going to return now to regular programming in some parts of the country. That's Good Morning America. There will be a complete wrap-up tonight on World News Tonight with David Muir, and you can always get the latest anytime at abcnews.com. I'm Robin Roberts in New York. Have a good day, everybody.
This has been a special report from ABC News.